Got that like super concentrated curl at the root though.
Right.
You want to get in there, right?
Yeah, only if it's the overlay, because I want to leave that volume in the hair. Okay.
Now, because only 4 passes have been done, we should be able to curl her hair with a curling iron now.
Even if I did 10 passes, she'd still be able to curl her hair with a curling iron. We did 7, 8 passes on my hair, and I curled it.
Oh, I love
So.
Did 8 on a lady, and she said she couldn't get
She had fine
curling
hair? Yeah. So
Okay.
if you have fine hair, you want to use less passes. Okay. So remember, the thicker the hair, the thinner the section. The finer the hair, the thicker the section. And remember, when you get to the ends, no tension, quick passes. So you don't want to be doing 7 passes on Lori's ends.
She's got thin hair.
Her hair is, her
Okay,
hair
so
has this long. It's hard to do short hair.
Yeah. But what you don't want to do is forget where you're counting and then keep going over this because you
I didn't think I was going through the end.
Yeah,
was because of baby.
So don't keep going
I don't
through here
remember my
because this is for a
hair.
hair that's most compromised, okay? So we want to concentrate more here to about here, and then when you do pass over that, it needs to be quick with no tension. You can do it 2 different ways. You can do it this way.
Yeah,
1,
full
2, 3,
control.
4,
That's the way I do
5,
That's the way I
6,
like to
7.
do it.
1,
And then that way
2,
protect
That's
those ends.
what I do.
4, 5, okay?
Yeah, that way
If you're
you
gonna
really
do
control
it
it.
different passes, then you want to do it that way.
Okay, good.
Okay? If you're doing the same amount of passes, but you still want less tension on the ends, and you go all the way down the hair shaft just quicker as you go. Okay?
I
That makes
find I
sense?
have more control over it.
Yes.
Especially on
And
the
when you
ends.
have coarser, thicker hair and you're really trying to get in there, it's easier to do it that way. Because then you can really put some tension on that hair. So, yeah, split your section right down the middle too, because it won't fit in the flat iron. Now, and make sure when you're flat ironing, you're working clean. And by that, I mean you're not picking up the section that's already been done underneath it. Okay, I see that a lot. Because that's when you're going to end up burning your hair.
Or is it obvious where the old section and the new section, once you drop the hair down, or would you suggest having it?
You can, if that makes it easier for you to know where you are, you can.
Because I was
Okay.
afraid of picking up.
Yeah. You absolutely can.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing you won't do with a keratin treatment. You won't put a clip in the hair after. You can put a clip in the hair after with this. Okay? It's not going to change what we're doing. It's not going to change the integrity. Maintenance. How many of you are actually sending your clients home with the correct maintenance products? Raise your hand. For those of you that are, pat yourselves on the back. For those of you that aren't, let me just tell you a little story. So I have these 2 clients. One goes down the street, one comes to me. I always sell my maintenance products. This hairstyle she sees doesn't. Well, her Brazilian blowout wasn't lasting as long. Guess who's sitting in my chair now? Her client. Because she wasn't selling the maintenance products. This is like a Mercedes, okay? Anybody drive a Mercedes? Not yet. Not yet. We all aspire to, right?
The plans.
When you buy a Mercedes, and I know this because somebody I know drives a Mercedes, when you buy a Mercedes, before you even drive that car off the lot, they have scheduled all of your maintenance for the life of that car.
Wow.
They have scheduled all of it. You know why? Because they don't want you driving the Mercedes off the lot and taking it to Jiffy Lube. This is a Mercedes. Don't let them take it to Jiffy Lube. You can't guarantee it if you do not sell the maintenance products with it. They need to go with shampoo, conditioner, serum, minimum. Minimum, okay? Your serum is your blocker of chlorine, your blocker of salt water, your blocker of well water, UVA, UVB, environmentals. If you have swimmers who are in the pool or in the salt water, that serum is the key ingredient to keeping these in their hair, okay? You can put serum in wet or dry hair. If you got somebody who's going to jump in the ocean, you need to educate them that they need to put serum in their hair and
Go
shampoo
ahead.
as soon as they're out.
How often? And when did they start it? 3 weeks into it or right away?
Everybody's different. Not everybody's ever going to use the mask. You're going to have somebody with fine hair who's not going to want the mask. They can come in the salon and get a mask treatment.
That's why I'm nervous. I got everything over there.
No, I use the mask in place of conditioner. If you have somebody with thicker hair who needs more moisture, have them use the mask. If you have somebody with fine hair, conditioner's just fine.
And also the naturally gray ladies with the curly hair, you can put that on there and blow them out smooth, and they don't frizz until they shampoo. And I sell that stuff.
That's absolutely right. Also, if you have somebody who's on the fence about getting a Brazilian blowout, bring them in, do anti-residue shampoo on them, put them under the dryer with mask, rinse it out, put either smoothing serum or straightening balm in them, blow dry them, flat iron them. They will stay that smooth and that frizz-free until they shampoo, and believe me, they'll be on your book quick. Okay, so all of our products reinforce the amino acid bond. to the hair. That's why we want your clients using the maintenance products. They all have the Bond in them to re-enhance it, okay? The mask has the most amount of our solution in it to re-enhance the Bond, okay? But if you have fine-haired clients, they're not gonna like that mask at home because they're not gonna necessarily use it the way they need to. It is a heavier product. It is meant for clients with thicker hair, okay? It would weigh you down. She's got bleach. And
Right.
these are, I mean, you can see they're already compromised. And sometimes I will point that out to my clients because then they'll get done and they're like, but my ends are frizzy. That's not frizz, that's called splits.
Right.
And do you guys do split end repair?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you get done and you have somebody who still has this, put a split end repair on them. Little $25 extra, little add-on service, and then put some B3 in their color next time you color their hair. For God's sakes, you're breaking her hair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right.
Quick, okay? We don't need to compromise her hair. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Call
Absolutely.
me, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
Well,
You're
this
gonna
is
be
a
dropping
job.
into push-ups every minute now. Okay. A little less tension on those ends.
Sorry.
Yeah, I would go thinner and I would split her in half too, okay?
I'm gonna split you in half.
That sounds a little much. All right, so questions up to the flat iron point?
Tension on her, none on her? Or-
Yeah, a little tension on her, we're not really doing tension on her, because she's got more curl
So
and more
you're gonna
frizz.
do a cell, like, you're gonna do the Brazilian blowout on her, and because her ends are compromised previous to your Brazilian blowout, you're gonna say, listen, I need some split end treatment on those
Yep.
ends.
Yeah, and
Because we need to protect those a little bit more. And they'll say, well, why isn't the Brazilian, why does that not protect them?
because Brazilian blowout is not meant to repair
No.
the split ends. Split end repair is meant to repair the split
Oh,
ends.
gotcha.
It
I
is
like
also
ends.
great if you have clients who do the color panels in the fashion color and you have a hard
Yep.
time with that fashion color staying in.
Yep.
That split end repair will seal that color in like nobody's business. And it's an easy way to upsell your tickets. I mean, it's summertime. Look, we gotta upsell everything we can in the summer. You know as well as I do, we are all getting our hair done right now. B3 does not affect your volume. It also does not affect how you mix your color. B3 is anhydrous, which means it does not contain any water, which means it does not affect your processing time at all.
It just means that you could use 40 on some people.
Right, you
More
wanna-
so than,
You want to lift your level, if you're lightening, you want to lift your level 1 volume. So if you would normally use 20 when you're lightening or highlighting, then you would go to 30.
You're a lifetime customer, aren't you, Laura?
I am.
Drying.
Well, that's what I just came from. I was like, well, maybe I want my curls again.
That's Yvonne's hair.
Nope.
And go back to all that work
That's
again?
Yvonne's
I know.
hair before we did it.
oh, wow.
Yvonne's got quite the frizz too, but she's a lot flatter. Now, if you guys are not utilizing your social media and taking before and after pictures of all your Brazilian blowouts, you're doing yourself a disservice. We also have marketing materials on our website. That's Yvonne's hair before she had hers. We also have marketing materials on our website that you can post onto your Facebook. We give you everything you need to market yourself. We also have salon support materials, window clings, anything you think you can need, we have it. Okay, so do yourselves a favor when you leave today, go on BrazilianBlog.com and look at the different things that we offer for you.
You're great.
Okay, so what are we gonna do next after we flat iron?
Rinse.
Yes.
Yep.
How many of you aren't rinsing your clients and sending them out? No one? Oh, thank God. You're probably the first salon I've been in who says everybody rinses.
There was a few girls that worked
know you
with
did.
rinse.
Okay,
Send the
let's talk
time
about,
home.
the reason why we rinse is twofold. Number one, when the hair is done being flat ironed, the solution is in. It has accepted all it is going to accept. What we're rinsing is the excess, what the hair will not accept, okay? When you don't rinse, you are sending your client out into the world with a chemical on their head. You became a liability the minute they set foot out that door. If they get caught in a rainstorm and it runs in their eyes, it's not gonna feel good. And you're a liability. If they're like anyone else in the world and they go home and they continue to flat iron their hair with their flat iron, they're gonna burn their hair. And do you think they're gonna hold themselves accountable? they're gonna blame you, okay? So don't do that, always rinse. And not only that, you're gonna ask your client with a white tile shower to go home and look for milky white bubbles and put mask in their hair? Do you really think they're gonna be able to do that? They don't know what milky white bubbles are. So they're probably not gonna go home, jump in the shower right away, okay? Because what do our clients do? Lie. They'll tell you they're going to and then they won't. Or in my instance, when I never get my hair rinsed and I go to the gym and I run on the treadmill and I get all sweaty and it starts running down my face and I still have solution in my hair and it gets in my eyes, incredibly painful, I can tell you firsthand. Okay, so don't do that to your client. Okay? So we're going to rinse until the water runs clear. Then we're going to apply mask for 1 minute. All we're doing when we're putting the mask on for a minute is restoring the hair to its pH level that it needs to be at. That's it.
Buy yourself a break.
And yeah, and you can go clean up. Or hey, how about be a good hairstylist and give your client a scalp massage because you're charging her $350 and she will forget about that price tag. You give her a good enough scalp massage, I promise. And I blow everybody out smooth unless they are leaving curly, and then I'm still diffusing them or sticking them under the hood dryer until I can get it where I want it. Yes, we need to rinse it. Because I want them to know that, yes, I can actually get your hair frizz-free with minimal effort. Plus it shows them that it cuts their drying time in half. If you don't start using your formulas, then you're going to have somebody that comes back in and goes, oh, my last blowout was perfect. I want you to do exactly what you did last time, and you don't remember what you did last time. So make sure you keep your formulas.
So you would split in repair on her hair after this?
You can, yes.
Just apply it and
Yeah.
go with the outer end?
If you guys have not done split end repair, with split end repair, you dust it, just like Brazilian blowout. So you would dust it on these ends. You blow dry just on the ends with the boar bristle brush, same way, you blow dry her off the brush, and then flat iron 2 to 3 times at 380, 390 max, and that's it, you don't have to rinse. And then they're out the door. You guys are doing spectacular on keeping us on time.
When you say tension, you're not closing the thing real tight.
Right. I'm giving her a little more tension right here at the root in this area here because she's a little frizzier there. So I want to get that area a little bit more love. Flat iron.
Terrible, you gotta fix that first. Just give it some feather and it'll be just like it was before.
Okay, so Priscilla's going to take Yvonne and rinse her. If you guys want to know what milky white bubbles look like, follow Priscilla. She's going to rinse her. She's going to mask her. We shouldn't have a ton of milky white bubbles because only 1/4 ounce of solution was used.
She said if it's milky white bubbles, it's too much.
Is there one you're putting the towel down in here like that?
Just the protection. If it's not
From
going to
what?
fit, we don't have to wear water. Just so it doesn't go down on the hair. If it still has milky white bubbles, that means it's not rinsed out yet.
Okay. So at this point, you're not worried about porous and non-porous. The towel is okay to take these things off.
I can't feel the temperature, so if it's freezing cold, let me know.
That's all right.
Like, see how it's washing out and there's still, it's kind of white? That's your indicator. See that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you can feel it when you're rinsing it too. It's almost slimy feeling.
That's what you want to hear.
Yeah.
So if it feels like slime, that means that.
Like it's basically, it feels like there's product when you're rinsing it out.
like you're rinsing out something that's not supposed to be good.
Exactly.
So it's not supposed to feel like that?
You gotta get it all out so it feels nice and like tacky, clean. Basically like clean.
Squeaky, like a squeaky clean?
Not like super squeaky.
Yeah, but
When you're done with your conditioner kind of thing.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you should feel like a moisturized clean.
Yeah.
So to speak. Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't dry it.
But I get for free. Although I have to beg and plead and cry and tell them to get them all the time.
There.
Why? I'm not picky. It might be that. It might be that.
So mid lanes work up and then come back down.
That's just the way I like to do it. Because you want it to be on the ends anyways. So now be able to run your fingers through it all the way. I heard it. I knew you were going to hold it.
I'm gonna do a little split end treatment on her, just so you guys can see it. We're gonna trip over all this stuff first. I'm gonna rinse Lori. And then Lori's getting a little bit of a split end treatment because I want everybody to see how we can uncompromise her compromised hair. So we want our bubbles to run clear when we're rinsing. And until they do, you just keep rinsing.
I can't.
And you always need to wring the hair out before you mask, because if you don't, now it's just gonna slide right back on with it.
How much mask do you use for Lori? Like a quarter size, something like that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay, well, since you are.
But $350 they're spending plus their products, the house payment they make when they get to the front. Lori, your hair looks better already.
Yay. I love it when you can tell it's old.
Yeah.
That,
It feels different.
yeah.
You guys can come feel her hair now. It feels like a different person's head of hair. And to me, that's the best thing. For me to be able to have somebody else's hair for 12 weeks, it's amazing. Now, normally, if you were doing just a split end treatment with nothing else, you would shampoo the hair, and if you're going to put conditioner on, you just keep it off the ends, okay? And then you can do your split
With
end
Brazilian shampoo?
No,
You don't have to.
Anything.
You don't have to.
no, you don't have to have, I forgot what I was going to say. You don't have to use anti-residue shampoo with this. You don't want the hair to be dripping wet when you do this either. And you're going to dust the product into the hair. You're also going to shake the bottle, okay? So that's split end repair. I remember it was a fresh bottle. This is a thicker liquid, so don't overuse it, because it'll take forever to dry, okay? You'll be there going, oh, this is going to be amazing. Why isn't this amazing? She said it was going to be amazing. So you're dusting it the same way, but you're just going on the ends. You dust, you comb, you're done. Move, okay? Don't take forever doing this. You don't have forever. You got your next client sitting out in the waiting room.
And then I run into them at the grocery store buying $38 worth.
Yeah, exactly.
That split end repair is red algae. So what it does is it forms a net around the ends and it brings it all back together. And there's nothing harmful in it that if it got in your eyes it would hurt. That's why you don't have to rinse it. Okay?
How long will it last?
4 weeks. A lot of marketing companies that do what she's doing. Because that's like the new thing now, instead of paper advertising, it's print advertising. Because apparently what we didn't realize that, we were always posting on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, but we weren't getting as many hits, and we couldn't figure out why. There's an algorithm.
You wear your bangs out of your
You see how
face.
shiny it is too?
Yeah, that's awesome.
That drives me nuts. Now the split end treatment, you don't have to rinse out or anything. You're finished. When you finish her up here, you're done.
She is done. She's got dry oil in her hair, she's getting an after picture, and then you guys can play around in her hair too.
She's natural.
It's pretty.
Mosquito bites. Go away.
Okay, done. All right, you can look at your hair and
I don't care.
feel it and touch it.
Very good.
Feel better? Yeah. Good. Looks amazing.
Yeah.
If I do say so
Great
myself.
job.
Thank you, being models.
Wonderful.
Did I answer everybody's questions?
Yes.
Okay, go home. See you later. Bye.
Oh,